When I arrived at the small town of Ballyga, I expected very little. A few oceanic fossils and historical journal entries, maybe, but it felt as if they were prepared for my visit. They had a plethora of writings inscribed throughout the century, detailed illustrations and documents all on local vegetation and fauna. However, one avian species caught my attention. One I had never seen before. A beakless barn owl. They appeared one day, out of the blue. They perched from above, staring at the crowd below, as if they were people watching. The folks of the town learned to ignore these strange birds, getting on with their lives. That was until... They laughed. Something horrid. Dozens of eyewitness accounts, with not one able to find the trigger for the laughter. Attempt after attempt was made to reproduce the sound, but to no avail. Things eventually went back to normal. The decade passed before that ghastly laugh was heard once again, and again, and again. The next winter, the coastal town experienced an epidemic, an awful, vicious strain of the flu. The town was quickly quarantined, forcing every townsperson to listen to the cacophony of the dreadful laughter. Sunrise to sunset, they just would not stop laughing. They laughed at them. The community's decision was unanimous. Extermination. While not the cause of their misfortune, these owls caused a mockery worth the highest punishment. Those healthy enough to work took up arms. Within 4 months, the population of the beakless barn owl was officially declared extinct. Records note that they tasted of charcoal and rot. Whatever remains of them exists solely in these books. I rode home by train. I gazed through the window, choosing to watch the birds before ultimately deciding not to. It would be best to assume that the species remains extinct.